Oh, okay. So, um, basically what I want to do is I want to have a... I am going to be mostly working on just doing... So there's a few things that I don't like, right? So this little teeny doodle kind of fucking sucks. So I want to delete the... I'll delete that one. Oh, or anything else. Save as. Critta 2, 3. Because get fucked. Right? Okay. So that shape is good, but um, the main thing that I really want to do is say, right, like I zoom in here, and right, we can do a little bit of erasing here, right, a bit of erasing here. Right, maybe a little bit more erasing, just to be a little bit more conducive. So here's the thing that we want to keep in mind, right? We want to have these cheek flutes. This isn't necessarily the back of the jaw, right? Because like the back of the jaw is like somewhere in like here, right? Somewhere like in here. So we want to have the selection be somewhere like that. And then I can very carefully do that, right? Um, and then I can do... Actually, that's about perfect, right? Because I can... select those. Select those, right? Um, right, and then I can select those. Right, like delete, deselect those. Uh, deselect those. Deselect it. So this is something that I really want to get used to, is using my tools better, right? Um, right. I want to get used to using my tools better. So yeah, yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, I can't use Alt like at all for like anything for a while there because I had the accessibility stuff turned on, and that's like great and all. I love the fact that there's accessibility out. So I think right about here, right about here, right about there, right? And then we can just rotate. Right, get rotated. Get rotated, dumbass. Um, maybe a little bit more. Yeah, that looks good. So then here we just touched up. All right. Um, yeah. Right. I thought there was a way to do the zoom. The zoomy, zoomy, zoom. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Zoom, zoom, zoom. That kind of looks like not very good, right? Um, yeah. Is that my father? It is not my father. My live mobile dashboard. I'm just glad that I finally fixed my fucking audio. Um, which is something that I had access to since like the fucking beginning, which is great. I love that. So let's take care of that, and let's go into very thin line up here. Very thin line up here. Very thin line up here. So basically what I'm going to do is create another layer for each of these. I'm still kind of figuring out like the whole YouTube side of things, because the YouTube side of things is fucking weird. Alright, and I mean, and like I said, like I will be using Inkscape to fully ink this at some point. At which point I'm going to be using like Bezier curves and doing a lot of that stuff. But this is like the sketch side. Sorry. So the ears look fine, I believe. I don't know how I feel about this ear. Alright. And like the big thing is that you don't want to be doing, like I don't want to be doing this stuff for too terrible. I want to be doing this for a shorter period of time. Yeah, so this is a right ear. The tattoo's right ear. Right here. Right. Now, here's the thing. There is a bit of an issue with this, right? That is the perspective. Don't necessarily want that. What we do want is this and tool options. That's the mesh size. That's that size. Yeah, I want that. Right. Because basically what I want to do is I want to kind of bump this up a little. Right? Kind of want to bump this up a little. Right? Whoops. Right. Not that, dumbass. So there's that. And then I can do that. And then I can go back to here and just touch these up a little. Touch up that. And that, just a touch. Okay. Because like what you do here is then you just clear on that side and then erase along here and then clear along that side and it looks great. So let's take a look at the attachment points, right? So the attachment points, right? You want there to be, so this jaw needs to attach somewhere. Where? Right? So the jaw attaches over here? Nande. Alright, let's do something like this, right? Let's do like non-repo blue. Yeah, let's do a little bit of non-repo blue. So we want, so this since this one attaches, since this one attaches here, right? We want this one to kind of go and attach, right? Because like this is the shape of the muzzle here, right? Like this is the shape of the muzzle. Here, right? So it kind of attaches here. We have a little bit of ambiguity here, but like this is the kind of attachment point of the muzzle. Alright, so we have like this kind of situation here where we have a bit of because like what we want is because the shape of the muzzle here is that we have like the muzzle here and then it comes down here and then it comes down here, right? This is the attachment point of the muzzle, right? And that also means that it also happens on this side too. So we want this to attach something along the lines like that, right? Because the bottom is actually like here and it kind of comes swells up a little bit, and then that's what that whole thing kind of like looks like, right? So we want to have this attachment, you know, something along the lines of, you know, attaching over. We want this to be carried out and be attached something like up here, right? Like the actual attachment point doesn't matter because get fucked, right? Like who actually gives a shit? But one of the things that you can do is kind of express where the lines need to be. Because at this point we can just erase all this. Alright, and that's basically what's gonna look like. Alright. And then the lip is going to be something like, since it's here, I want a roundness here. Right, and then we want to have this here. And up here. Right, because then we can do something along these lines, right? So, alright, and we just kind of erase all this garbage. This is basically what the new lines are gonna look like, right? And then we will see how that looks in use. Alright, we'll see how that looks in use, and then kind of go from there. We'll see how that looks in use, and go from there. Alright. So that's kind of how that's going to go. Right, so we want to move this down here. Pa-da-da, and then, yeah, get fucked. Alright. So, yeah. Now, I do need to be a lot more careful. And just, you know, inking over. Oh, shit. Whoopsie. Whoopsie. Okay. This goes here. We don't want to work on that one. We want to work on this one. Technically speaking, I can work on an even higher one. Right? And then, that way I can do, like, because I can do this. Alright, like, oh no, it's so bad. Oh no, whatever shall we do? It doesn't matter. Right? It doesn't actually matter. So, you know, because I can even do this kind of eraser, right? And do that. So, Um, that is a really good tactic, because then here I could do this, right? And then I can like feather that out or use this one. I can kind of really get in there stuff, right? Because like the main thing that I really want to do is because like I want to like get a lot of the course lines in and good, and then you know, because what we can do is we can delete that, right? And then we can get a lot of these course lines in, and then we do another like cleanup pass, right? Um, Now this still looks like shit. Um, like this kind of still looks like shit. Alright. I will crack it. Alright. It's just, I don't know, right? Alright, 22 minutes? Hopefully I can fucking speedrun this shit. Alright, because I really want to get into the actual meat and potatoes today with the Lua stuff. Alright. So I really want to get into the meat potatoes and get into Lua. Um, yeah. Okay. So here we can do um this. We can flatten layer. Oh, I select those two and then I merge with lower layer. All right, I do that. And then I can go in and clean this up. All right. And feather those out. All right. Feather these out just a little bit more. A little more. Yeah, I touch this up a little bit more. There we go. That's looking a lot better. Who would have thunk? Just a little bit of attention. A little bit of love is all that it took. A little bit of love, all that it took. Alright, so we have that. Right there. Yeah. Okay. So, yes, it's been 25 minutes. That's slightly better. A little bit better. There's still something about it that I don't fucking like. I'm gonna have to figure it out. I mean, I will figure it out eventually, but, yeah. So, I feel like there's a lot of things that I'm overlooking, right? So, yeah. So this paint layer, I can get rid of that one. let's work on the closed layer, and then let's do another layer beneath it. All right. And what this layer is going to be is this is going to be the underlying opacity layer. We will do the opacity of what, 50? I think 50 is good. All right. Closed background. Right. And this is going to be a bit of an oddball. So I can do this. Oh, so you just don't work. Oh, so you just don't work. Okay. Oh, wait, what? Hold on. Um, so this is kind of really incredible. Da, 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 da. Alright, because then I can do. Yeah, I mean, I don't quite like all that. Alright. Um, do, 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 do. Okay. Let's go into that and this, right? I mean, that's fine, I guess. I don't necessarily want it to be on the outside, though. And no, that's on the inside. The fuck? Whatever, I can touch it up in a bit here. That's not what I wanted. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I mean, it's really kind of fucking wonky. Yo! Um, God fucking damn it. So what is it gonna be over here? Do 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 do. Okay, so let's do for the magnet. Let's do a magnet here, here, here. Because I can move this. Move this. Um, come on. There we go. And then what I can do is add a little bit of a thing. I can add that, right? So I can add all that. I mean, this is like not perfect, but it'll do. All right. Like it's arguably better than just fucking what I had before. So, um, right. Because then what I can do is I can have that, and then I can just do bloop, because I can do that, and then that's like pretty much solid. That's great. Um, right. Because like this is like this 50% is gonna be pretty good. I don't need it to be like super crazy or anything. Because I can like independently, because I can save, and then I can export as PNG closed. Alright, that should be the closed. Yes. And then if I go into OBS, And then refresh, and then there we go. Cool. Yeah. So there's that. It's again, it's like not super great. It's not like perfect, but you know, it'll do, donkey. It'll do. So I need to do another one, and I need to do that, and then this one will be. So before I do anything else, I need to go into here. And then I need to do that. That fucking sucks, dude. Fucking hate that shit. Um, yeah. So I can do that. Right? Yeah. Okay, there we go. That should be good. Again, it's not like the best, but it'll do for what we want, right? Um, so the bucket is that, the layer 2, go into here, and then we say, this is a 50. Boop. And open. Yeah. Open, back, down. Um, yeah. Cool, cool, cool. Right. Because this is actually open. Right. That is the thing. And then save. Right. Ooh, okay. That's how you do that. Export. Open. Save. And then refresh. Now everything is all nice. Now everything is all Gucci Poochie. I can go in, build a whole thing. I did that in 40 minutes, which is super cool. I'm super stoked. That's super awesome. I think this is going to be a good one. Let's find out. Is that still readable? It is. I mean, I could increase the opacity to like 75. That way it's a little bit more apparent. Because that's still a little bit hard to read, right? So let's do that. Let's do this one. Increase it to 75. File exports. This is open. Save. Place. Okay. And then here we can go into that and go up to 75. And then file exports. And then here we can go like that, and that should be better. Oh yeah, that's way better. Okay, yeah, that's pretty awesome. Cool, that looks so much better. That looks so much nicer. So that's already looking a lot better. I'm still kind of not super. I'm more happy with the mouth. I'm more happy with the lips. The lips are looking a lot better, which is good. I've basically not had any fucking coffee, like, at all, which is awesome. So yeah, that looks so much nicer. I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm happy. That's fucking super stoked. Super fucking stoked. That is incredible. I'm gonna take like a 5-minute break. 5, 10, maybe 15-minute break. I will be back. So I am gonna end it here. You can have a lovely little look at my B-top situation. I do have other plans that I want to do for my stream layout and all that stuff. I'm just kind of... I'm forcing myself to understand that it's... I need to make it exist before I can make it good. Alright? Make them make good. Right, so just getting into the habit of that is important. And just all kinds of other stuff, too. So, with that being said, I am going to end it here. I will be back in a couple minutes. I'm just going to let YouTube and all that stuff, YouTube and Twitch, kind of clear out their caches and all that other kind of stuff. And yeah, it'll be cool. It's cool. Cool. Yeah, cool. So, I will be seeing y'all soon. Very, very soon.